Welcome back, my fellow agents. It is I, X7, your master of martial arts, and your host of Zenorama, the podcast of heroes and monsters. Today is Saturday, and we are going to be talking about the 1978 uh, film the unfortunately titled Enter the Fat Dragon. We'll discuss that as we go along. But before we do, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this movie. It's really pretty darn good. And let me know if you've seen it. And having said all that, let me click over to the next page. Let's get on with the show. As you saw in the opening, Sammo there starred in it, directed it. I don't know if he wrote it, but he did the martial arts in it, or choreographed everything. It's written by Ni Kong, and he is a pig farmer, which I just cut out all of that crap because it was dumb. It was supposed to be funny. Movie was released July 13th, 1978. It ran 100 minutes in Hong Kong. There's a bunch of different cuts, naturally, because that happened constantly. The one I saw was ran about 93 minutes, so about 7 or 8 minutes taken out of it, and they left in the pig stuff. So go figure. It's in Cantonese, and I don't know who did these subtitles because these look very fanciful. But Sammo plays Ah Lung, which the last word is dragon in Cantonese, Lung. And, he's being sent to Hong Kong to work for his second uncle because he should be doing something with his life. But he hasn't got enough men, and he's grown up. Now, we obviously know that Ah Lung idolizes Bruce Lee, but we're not shown how he learned his kung fu because you can't learn kung fu by watching it on television or in the movies. Impossible. So there's Enter the Fat Dragon. I do like the fact that Florence FGU, lady producer. So there you go. Directed by. Here we go. He finally got to Hong Kong, and he's got a soaker. Some of the subs are not right. Gog, it's supposed to be go. Gets on a bus. Don't speak. Don't make me tap the sign again. And she's holding his banana. And then he meets. This is Ko, played by Luk Chu Sek, who is his cousin of some kind. Hung Ki. There's two noodle places right next to each other, and they're one is Kwang Ki and the other is Hung Ki. And then when'd you arrive? Oh, there we go. They're friends now. These are local thugs who don't want to pay the lady. He's got a Bruce Lee poster up because 78 Bruce was only been dead for 5 years. This movie is very much an homage to Bruce Lee. Really well done. Much like The Last Dragon, which is the American version, but it's a little better than that movie. Although I love that movie. This has better fights, and it's also definitely a parody of the Bruce Lee the clones of Bruce Lee, of which there are far too many to count. I'll leave it to Blake if he wants to put that in there. Zume, which is plum blossom, really almost plum blossom. And he comes here frequently. They call him fat. So here's the problem. I don't care for the title because Sammo is not particularly fat. He's a big guy. And as one of the people in my martial arts group chat says, in China, he is probably would be considered overweight. But no, he's muscular. I'd be willing to bet he won a lot of fights that he didn't think. And they want him to work for him. They want Ko to work for him. These two boneheads. For some reason, I believe it's a counterfeiting ring. Go inside for the fortune. Sammo's a country boy, doesn't understand. He thinks it's fortune telling. It's gambling. Some guy steals a purse. Sammo beats him up. Everyone cheers for him. Got them. And then he lost the meals that his uncle sent, an order. He was just walking over there with these hot rice bowls. The food looks delicious. And then he tells people to go inside for the fortune. They're cops. And they think he's crazy because it's a food stall, not a casino. He's a bumpkin. I don't know about take the fuel for Uncle Hung. There he sees it. He's walking around again. Bruce Lee sunglasses. So he tries them on and he pays him $20 for it. Find all along. And so here's the Enter the Dragon theme song. And in Game of Death, the whoever the Bruce Lee clone there wore sunglasses the whole time, so he tried to disguise that he was a Bruce Lee. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Just the toes. That's how much he resembles Bruce. So these two have a good camaraderie, good chemistry here. They come back, don't fight, but so he just whips him, gets out the nunchucks. Sammo does a perfect Bruce Lee, and as Blake said, he is widely regarded as the best Bruce Lee clone. Which and he's doing it out of love. He's not trying to be Bruce Lee. He's just pretending to be him, and he knows it. They better run. And he forgives him, gives him the money, but he's beat it. He's destroyed everything. They both kind of get fired. Downtown Hong Kong, I would assume. Lots of English signs there. And his buddies meet up with him, and they're like, well, he's going to be a taxi driver, so. And of course, the revenge happens when Alung is gone, and now he's taking another job to make some more money. And there's these two Caucasians say the Chinese gung fu is no good. So of course that will cause a fist fight. A fight will break out. I don't know. No, these guys probably have names. And once again, I don't know them. If you know who this is right there in the comments, let us know. Chinese gung fu #1. Start work now. And yeah, we meet each other. They destroy his cab or they take his door off. Malaysian buffet lunch in the Camelot bar. So he's getting bullied. Sammo goes down to teach them a lesson with his car. Uh-oh. So there's a misunderstanding about to happen. He's got paint all over it. Costs a lot to repair him. They faint. They can handle him. Okay, so they hire three fighters. I think this guy's wearing makeup on his face. I don't think he's actually black. Once again, I did ask, and I think that's Hoi Song Lee, maybe, from 36 Temple of Shaolin, or the Master Killer. We know who Beardy is. Don't have to talk about him because he's great. And the white guy here is played by, let's see, where'd he go? David Nick as the boxing thug, Western and Thai boxing. So he can kick as well as box. He's pretty good. Money can make everything happen. And that's Professor Pock, who is ostensibly the baddest guy here. He is played by Peter Yang, also a martial artist, but he doesn't throw any punches. He's actually quite funny. And his haircut's just ridiculous. He did remind me of Congo the Barbarian right at the front, or Road Warrior Animal, but it's a comb over. Now, I don't know if they shaved his head for that, and if they did, more power. Good for him for committing to the bit. Watch your mouth. Gin. He wants gin. So guess who's getting drunk, and we'll get to see some unusual drunken style gung fu. I don't know if Wing Chun has a drunken style, and I don't think Bruce imbibed that much. Shan Yu. So he sees this young lady there and thinks that's the reincarnation. So he's mean to her, tosses her in the water, and now Ah Lung is drunk. But before we get to that, let's have station identification here. You are watching Zenorama, the podcast of heroes and monsters on KXNO, part of the Zenorama Broadcasting Network. We now return you to our regularly scheduled program. So these two are accosting the young lady, both of them really. Lung asks them this. Now, this is the first time I've seen this movie. I thought I'd seen it before, but I'm thinking I saw Skinny Tiger, Fatty Dragon, maybe. Once again, an unfortunate title. And I know. But Sammo's just too amazing to. I mean, he's just there. So a drunken fight breaks out, dragon style, snake style. Throws one into the pool. Now our three fighters and Professor Puck are watching him. Beardy, I mean, Beardy looks the best out of all three of them. But you old monster, they beat him up some and throw him in the pool. The, the coffee's way too sweet. So this guy shows up and he has a movie with the Bruce Lee impersonator. So this is a really fun sequence. They ask Ko, but he doesn't want to do it. Of course, Lung is interested, so off he goes. Ting Xiao Lung, and this is the brother of uh, one of the faux Bruce Lees. Let me see if I can find. Well, anyway, yeah, Tony Lung Su Hung. So he's somebody's brother. Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee, Conan. No, not Conan Lee. Anyway, he's a friend of mine. He would like a part in the movie, and so they're setting up the scene. And then he punches. Then he punches Lung in for real. He tells him his reaction is too slow, so you can tell where this is going to go. And he just immediately stops him from getting punched again. And Tony there is pretty cut himself. I mean, obviously he's built for the part, but he does not. So a fight breaks out, and Sammo just beats the teetotaling snot out of every one of them. And they have in this fight, they look like they're all having a lot of fun because it's any mixture of Enter the Dragon, Return of the Dragon, Fist of Fury. Go figure. See, and now you've done me a great harm. Well, because he probably broke the star's face, so he's off the movie and didn't get paid probably. And the bad guys show up. They drug her, and these two go back to get their jobs back and help out their uncle, or his, and she's fainting. The other noodle proprietor says it was food poisoning, but they didn't wait. They took John, and off they go. Took her to the hospital, and then they realize who it is. Square-headed guy. Get in. So here's the thing. Sammo doesn't get in the car, and he chases it for miles and miles and miles. He rides a bike, he falls down hills, and they get her. And he's trying, I don't know what he's trying to do, but they've drugged her. I don't know if he wants her to wake up, but he ends up knocking himself out with the ether. They're just like, what is it? Some rich guy, but they give him 10. Sammo finally gets in the taxi. It's the end of the ride. You're too weak. You feel tired now. But as soon as they meet up here, Sammo springs into action. We don't see Ko for the rest until the end of the movie after this. So there they are, all ready. And he has to figure out how to fight him. So he appeals to Beardy's Chinese heritage. He calls him, it's the first time I've seen Guelo actually in subtitles. Because, which means, slant white-eyed devil, or something, well, it means a white devil. So they take turns fighting each one. And everyone gets their licks in. Sammo takes punches, delivers them, beats up one guy. Now the boxer takes on, while Beardy just watches. Nice high kick there, but Sammo kicks him, and all the smokes fall on top of him. Have a smoke, and then this is a great shot there. Good job, Sammo. He's a really good director too. I mean, this movie just doesn't overstay its welcome. I also know it. And that's why is there an apostrophe or a yeah. So some posing. It's just fun. It's a fun movie. It's not overly ridiculous. There's a little stupid comedy here and there, but that's typical of this era. But the fights are good, but he paces them. There's humor. He fights, the pole with the iron circle. I mean, right out of Nacha. There you go. But still doing. And this makes me wonder how Bruce Lee would have looked in a period piece. Where he didn't have to worry about guns, and he could just do real authentic kung fu instead of his. I'm sure it would have ended up with him inventing something like Jackie often did. Sammo beats him, offers him his hand. He takes it, then tries to attack him. That's it for him. And she's the hospital. She'll be all right. And he's going to return to feed pigs with father. Because why? If you're happy there, but apparently the girl likes him, so maybe she went back. Everyone's happy. He tries to save someone. What happened? They all laugh. Ha ha ha. And that's the end. So they could have made a sequel to this. I don't think Skinny Tiger Fatty Dragon is a sequel, and it'll be a minute. I've got a couple other Sammo movies to watch, but oops, I did this wrong again. I give this 5.5 stars out of 7, 5.5 cubes out of 7, simply because some of the humor is a little stupid. I don't like the title. It's almost 6, but I had to take away a half a cube for the title. All right, you know what to do if you are leaving. I've got to remember to set that up right. All right, my fellow agents, tomorrow we will be reviewing the 60-minute man-made monster, since Sven is airing it tonight. It's interesting. But having said all that, until our next assignment, this is X7 signing off and phasing out. And remember, the sun never sets on those who ride into it. Be seeing you.